FunReviews here, and today I'll be reviewing Star Wars Battlefront. So, let's talk about the story. Star Wars Battlefront actually doesn't have a main campaign mode, but it does have a story in the free DLC, The Battle of Jakku, which takes place before Star Wars The Force Awakens. But why the hell can't I go into the crashed Star Destroyer? But that's all for the story. Let's talk about the presentation. If I rated games solely on the look, Star Wars Battlefront would be a 10, and oh, the sound. If I rated games purely on sound, it too would be a 10. The dev team put so much effort into the look and sound, but what I do wish is that they would allow us to explore more of the maps. Like, for example, on the Battle of Jakku, the first time I entered this map, the first thing I tried to do was go into the crashed Star Destroyer, but it told me to turn back. So, if you let us explore more of the maps, that would be great. So now let's move on to the main point of Star Wars Battlefront, the gameplay. The gameplay is supposed to be where Star Wars Battlefront shines, but it doesn't offer that much new for it to solely stand on. Sure, there are missions, but they're not that good. So let's talk about the modes. There are mainly 3 modes that are played. Walker Assault, which is basically a group of rebels, 20 I believe, 20 rebels versus 20 Imperial stormtroopers with 2 enormous AT-ATs. As Y-Wings try to bomb these AT-ATs, giving the rebels a chance to destroy them to protect a rebel starship. And also there is Fighter Squadron, which is basically a dogfight mode, but it doesn't take place in space in Star Wars. Instead, it takes place a couple of feet above the ground whilst the infantry combat's taking place. But the final mode, which is my personal favourite mode, Hero Hunt, which is 3 heroes, Luke, Han and Leia, versus 3 villains, Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine and Boba Fett. And there's also a small group of rebels and Imperials as they try to take out the heroes. But it is absolutely hysterical when, as a infantry soldier, as a shock trooper, I killed Luke Skywalker.
The rebel scum have been broken. Great effort.
But if this really was any other game, it'd really be shallow and repetitive. It's because it's Star Wars that we give it a free pass. And, oh, the season pass. You know what? I've not done a rant in a while, so let's do a rant on the season pass and additions. Why the hell are you charging the price of 2 games for a load of DLC? That is wrong, EA. Now, I know it's not DICE's fault. I know it's EA's fault. Because I know for a fact that DICE would not do that. Because it's DICE that ceased production on their DLC for Battlefield 4 to fix the unsatisfying release of Battlefield 4. So it's EA that's done this, not DICE. So I'm not blaming DICE, I'm blaming EA for this. Now, I said in my news video, when I discussed DICE and EA working on Star Wars Battlefront, I knew this would happen. I hoped it wouldn't be true, but it was true. It happened. Now, luckily, I didn't get suckered into buying the about £10 more deluxe edition or the £120 ultimate edition. So let's discuss for a minute. What do you get in the deluxe edition? You get 3 weapons, which you get in the game normally: the ion grenade, ion torpedo, and Han Solo's blaster. But you get instant access to a game's weapons that you can just get normally. 2 of which I've already got. And I just got Star Wars Battlefront. 1 of which sure is the final weapon in the game, but still, you can get it normally for playing for a couple of hours. And also, you get some exclusive emotes, which no one mother beeping uses. No one uses these emotes. You don't see anyone using emotes, and I've been playing Walker Assault, Fighter Squadron, and Hero Hunt for about 2 days now. And I have not seen once someone use an emote. And what do you get in the Ultimate Edition? You get the exact same thing you get in the Ultimate Edition, in the Digital Deluxe Edition, but you get the Season Pass, which I've already ranted on already. So now, I need to calm down, but let's move on to the final rate. From the large amount of modes to the look and sound, Star Wars Battlefront is a great game worth every penny of its purchase price, assuming you're not getting the Deluxe or Ultimate Edition. But from the fact that it doesn't really bring anything new other than Walker Assault and Fighter Squadron, it kind of feels a little lazy. But considering if you slapped any other video game franchise on this game, it wouldn't really be that good. But because it's Star Wars, it kind of gets a free pass. The final rating for Star Wars Battlefront is a 7 out of 10, with the free Battle of Jakku map pack to the promise of new modes and free and expansions and more DLC through the Season Pass, which I'm not going to get, but I will get the DLC when I get it. This game defines a 7 out of 10. It is a good game, but if you're not a fan of Star Wars or you were skeptical of this game, just skip out or wait for a price drop. So, I'll see you guys on the next Fun Reviews. Bye!